guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2006 Ford F-150. If you've never done my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, it's meant to be a sneak peek at how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. I just took this one down to River City just to drop off something, and so far it seems all right, but we'll get the hood popped. I'll start by getting that done, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. All right, 06 Ford F-150, typical Ford in the Midwest. You've got rust, on the wheel wells, you've got rust on the front fender well. This one, the auction said you've got rust on the frame. That is what that RF on the window stands for. So we'll take a look underneath and I'll show you what I see there. And then obviously when you get here, take a look at it. And I think you can probably see, maybe kind of look back, you can kind of see a little bit of a bend in between the cab and the cab and the bed. That's probably where your rust is, but we'll take a look under there and see what we've got. So other than the rust, we've got tires here that are probably 35-40%, and in the front probably similar, maybe a hair more, maybe 40-45%. The interior is just cloth, so your normal rips and tears there. It does seat 6 because this goes up. It's probably got a release somewhere. The auction said there was a chip in the windshield somewhere. Oh, looks like right there. It's not even focusing in, but there's a chip right there. And then I noticed when I was looking at it earlier, this door is not opening. And I think it just stuck or something. So it might just take a little bit of figuring it out. There's something that's just not working with that door. The other side does have a functioning door, so it is a 4-door truck, just because the interior doors. From the back, pretty decent. You've got a little bit of paint chips, a little clear coat and stuff up there. The bed has the liner in it, and this does come down. I was up here earlier, so that works the way that it's supposed to. So the bed looks pretty decent. Over here you've got the same rust on your wheel wells. And I'll show you this. Oh, my doors are locked. I'll have to get over there and unlock them. And here's the front. Front looks alright. Under here, open this. This is the first 5.4 we've had in a while that has not had a cam phaser announcement. Most of the time they announce it just because it's a 5.4. And this one just didn't even have one, which is kind of cool. Doesn't really mean anything because it's a 5.4, and you know that's the common problem they have. But so they either will or they won't, and there's no guarantee either way. But all right, so underneath here. Starting up at the front, this surface rust. Still looks like surface rust. I mean, it's on there, but it's not soft. It's not soft or anything. Still surface rust. So back here, I think there is probably your bigger problem. And it's still solid, but definitely could use some reinforcements. Okay, there's that side. Otherwise, so that looks like the worst part right there. And that is, as you can guess, that is right here at the juncture between the cab and the bed. So we'll get in on this side and look under. On this side, starting up at the front, and you've got your rocker rust. Obviously, you've always got that. It's the Midwest, but I don't really see anything on the Turn this around. I don't really see anything like on the suspension or anything. And this side does not look like it has. Okay, wait, this one is back there. Hold on. Let me move. Okay, this one looks like your rust is your bigger area of rust is right there. Again, something that could be reinforced, but the rest looks like just fairly surface stuff that you would expect from an '06, which is almost a 20-year-old truck in the Midwest. Okay, that being done, we'll go ahead and go take it on a drive. Another cool thing about this one is this one did not have any check engine lights on. And so you can see on the dash, no check engine lights, and I verified it on the computer, just because I always do. There's no pending codes. I guess I didn't pull up store code, but I assumed if there was no pending codes, there wouldn't be any stored codes. So there's no check engine light, no stored codes, no pending codes, no other lights on the dash. 173,000 miles on here. Yeah, and it looks like the oil change is due, see, 173, 979. It was due 300 miles ago. So it's just due right now. And I did have to add a little bit of oil when it came in. So it probably is just due for an oil change when you take it home. So I've got a radio. Radio works. Just your basic Ford radio. Air conditioning, I've got it on and it blows ice cold, but it is getting to winter time, so we will also check the heat and make sure that works. We'll check the windows while we're checking on that. Driver's side window works, passenger side window works, and let's see how those are rolled down windows too. Rear passenger side window works and rear driver's side window works. So we will go take it for a drive. And I've got heat blowing out. Heat blows out well. And let's see what we've got. Turn the radio off so I'm going to turn the HVAC off so I can hear anything going on with the truck. And waiting for cars to pass, and here we go. Right off the bat, it's got good acceleration. It squeaks a little bit. But it's driving smooth. I don't hear any suspension noise. Let's see, let's turn our cruise on and see if it works. We've got our cruise set. It works. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. Let's do our windshield wipers. And our windshield wiper fluid, both of those work. Brakes are good and solid, no grinding or vibration. So I think what you've got going on here, you've got a really good running truck with fairly decent miles. 173,000 miles is pretty good. Let's see, it is 4-wheel drive, so I will get to a spot and test my 4-wheel drive. I think there's a gravel patch up here, but it's a pretty good running truck with fairly low miles. I'm assuming it's 4-wheel drive. Like I said, we'll check that. No check engine lights. Your biggest issue is the rust on the frame. Something that needs to be taken care of because we are in the Midwest and it's not going to get any better. Definitely not something you want to haul with, especially until you get that done. You know, and you can get some work done on that. You know, whether you wanted to go to a salvage yard and get some replacement pieces, or you know, if you had, you know, a buddy who could do some work or something like that. There are options for that. So let's try our 4-wheel drive. Let's put it in 4. It says 4 high. And I've got a car coming. I'm gonna crank this to my left, and we have 4-wheel drive. So really what you've got is everything works. Everything seems like it works fine, except for it does need some work on the frame. So if you have any questions, my cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.